Alright everyone, hello out there. This is DayTraderRockStar for Friday, January 18th. Checking the date there. I do believe Monday we have off, so this is right before a 3-day weekend. Down over 300 points today. Worst 3 days since 2002 in the S&P. Overall market's getting crushed these last 3 days. First chart I want to look at right here is actually the VIX, and as you can see, big move in the VIX today, huge move in the VIX. Actually a good trading vehicle too. You could actually go long or short the VIX. So if you think the market's going to rally, you short the VIX. If you think it's going to crash, you go long the VIX. Another interesting hedge position there. I never really talked about it. So much to talk about in trading, and I just haven't even gotten to that yet. So I'm going to actually start a new blog for traders and talk about all the different aspects of trading, even how to pick your broker, how to set up your trading station. I'm going to be working on that, and I'm going to release that information hopefully over the weekend and get that blog out to you. It's going to help because I've been getting a lot of questions on brokers and stuff, and I really want to approach that and discuss that too. So, like I said, everyone knows the market's been getting crushed. I've been preaching. Stay out of the market. Hold your ammunition. Hold your cash. Cash flush here is the best thing in the world here. It's definitely what you want to be right now. Let me get rid of all these. Fix these charts here, right here. I don't know why I'm having a bad time right here. Fixing this up. There we go. Alright, so the S&P here, that spinning top, the indecision, didn't really come out to mean anything except it was just a pause. Next thing you know, we have this big drop off today. Awful day, awful day. I'm looking for capitulation. We have to see some severe volume coming in. But we are so oversold now that I'm expecting some oversold rallies. We just got to get an oversold rally. I don't know. The Fed has to come in, do something. They're going to have to bring out some kind of news, some kind of easing package, some kind of federal, intervention here. And that's the problem of going short. You can't afford going short into this market when you have this overhanging you. So the best thing to do right now is just to stay on the sidelines. So we're going to be playing this just like that. I think what we should discuss tonight is what stocks we're going to concentrate getting in when this market rallies. Number one stock you want to be in is Google. This is where all the money is going to come back into. Google is going to have a 30 to 40 plus day when the market does rally. So we're going to try to time this perfectly. You need to have all your cash ready. I don't care if you get 10 shares. So you want to start concentrating on picking up some Google. Now, looking at Google, you have the 200-day moving average coming right under it right here. Let's get rid of this crappy little line here because that support line just broke through and was a piece of plastic. But right here, right above, right around the 590 area, we're going to start seeing some support, actually a little under 590. And I don't think we're going to get down to the 590. I started buying some Google today, very small amount. But if we're anywhere near this 200-day moving average, I'm going to start adding to my position. Even though the statistics turning back down, we could get a little more oversold. We should get down here. But I think once we get down to this 200-day moving average, this market is going to be primed to turn around. And we could see a serious rally, a 50-point rally in Google. All right, so you got to keep your powder dry for that. Here's another one. So that's what I want to discuss. Some of these stocks that we want to get into when the market turns around. Apple, of course, AAPL. Looking at the same thing. You have this 200-day moving average hovering underneath it. It's kind of like a tractor beam pulling it down. So we got to be very careful about these stocks. It's hard to get in because we do get the capitulation. We're going to see that massive volume. We're going to see overextended sell-offs, and you don't know how far these things could sell down. They could sell down another 10, 20 points. And if they do, they're going to be right around this 200-day moving average, and you need to start picking them up. I'm telling you, if you're going to see a 20-point down day in Apple, you need to step into the market then. That's the hardest thing to do, but in the long run, you need to, just buckle up. You start taking small amounts. If you're scared, I'm talking, whatever. but you got to get into the habit of picking up pieces when everyone else is throwing them out. Right now, you do the right thing by staying on the sidelines, maybe picking up some oversold stocks that are not really getting crushed or doesn't have a really big impact on the market. I'm talking like the JetBlues, the Martha Stewarts, stocks that are so cheap that, of course they're getting some bounces even in these things. But right now, basically, you got to stay clear of the market. You got to wait and see how this thing plays out, and if it does play out. So be watching Google, be watching Apple. RIM hitting the 200-day moving average right here. Maybe get a gap down in RIM tomorrow. The ultimate, it would be great to get a gap down, a nice big bad news gap, market sell, and you want to try to get back in on that market. Start taking some small positions, because as you can see, this attached all these highly oversold here. So oversold, it's unbelievable. It's just, you're going to have some good opportunities to get back into this market. CME, another one. Look at this, breaking right through the moving average. But as you see, all these big stocks get a bounce on the moving average. Even if they cut through it one day, they will eventually come back, bounce up, back above the moving average, and then you want to just make that trade here. Very strong support on good stocks on the 200-day moving average. So you want to concentrate on the good stocks. ISRG, another one. 200-day moving average hovering right underneath it. Oversold conditions. All these stocks you want to be in. I took a position in NYMEX today. Look at this, getting crushed. Absolutely got crushed. I figured, hey, gotta get an oversold bounce soon. These are index stocks. We'll see what happens. Again, only took 40 shares into this, so not really holding, a big amount. But I want to just be ready. I think the market's probably less than a week away from a major rally. Caterpillar, another one, highly oversold. When we're talking about Caterpillar up at $80 now, about down to $63. Even looking at the weekly chart here, won't look that bad because we have some support back here. But these are good stocks that you want to concentrate on getting back into. All right, so that's what we're going to concentrate on. We're going to watch for a continuation sell tomorrow. If we get some heavy selling tomorrow, watch for the volume, watch for the VIX to pop up a little higher. If we get that VIX up around 21 and we start seeing a lot of people talk about capitulate, you'll know when the time is right. You'll see the market start dropping hard. And just, start scaling in, right when it looks the worst, you want to start scaling in. I'm talking very lightly, 5, 10 shares, because this market is going to reverse and it's going to scream up. When this, and it's going to scream fast, and you're going to see Google and these things go up 5 points at a time. And it's exciting times right now. This is exciting for people who are out of the market. Took a little beating here. It's hard to call the bounces right now, but what you should be doing is preserving that capital. Even if you have under 25,000, you save those trades for this capitulation, or you start scaling in small. You don't have to waste a day trade. Get in 5, 10 shares of a good stock that is eventually going to come back. Because we're very close to a bottom now, and that's what we're going to be looking for tomorrow. So definitely check it out. DayTraderRadio.com, DayTradingRadio.com. Actually, I've switched the site over. MSO. DayTradingRadio.com. Used to be DayTraderRadio.com. And also MSO, Martha Stewart looks good. Nice reversal bars happening the last 2 days. I'm looking for a reversal in this one. Nice pullback off the 20-day moving average. I'm expecting a nice dollar bounce in this one. I'm adding to it. And there's some other good ones out there. JetBlue, Martha Stewart. A lot of retailers and stuff are looking cheap. So let's look into that. I'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. DayTradingRadio.com, live internet broadcast of market calls, stock setups, breakouts, any kind of a market commentary, and chart setups and any breakouts and news that are happening during the market live all day. So come and join the fun. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.